Hello guys, welcome back to, I don't know, shit talk.
No, you can't say that.
No, we just can't have it in the title.
Oh, right, yeah.
So it has
Shit
to be
talk
SH and then a dot and T and talk. Or ST maybe for Star Trek or shit talk. I don't know. We'll find something, but...
Just call it a bunch of bollocks, mate.
Bunch of bollocks. Yeah. You remember what I said to you yesterday?
No.
Okay. Talk.
I'm coming in closer.
Yeah, you're coming in closer.
But can you
now we can see your face. Now,
yeah,
look,
yeah. Got that.
you,
My pretty face.
And we have the angle is also a little bit closer, so people see it less of the fucking closet. But yeah, welcome back to another episode. This is episode. Is
9?
Episode 9. This is episode 10.
10. Oh yeah, yesterday. Yeah. Oh no, not yesterday.
Yes, yesterday, but last week.
Last week.
This is, as I said, I'm going away to Greece, so we're recording in hand, forehand. I don't know.
Muscle off.
My English isn't that good as. I just disclaimer: I'm not a true-born Canadian or true-born fucking Britishman, so I am not. My English is allowed to be a bit wonky,
A little bit off.
but yeah. Today we talk English because we have our first foreigner guest. This is the hobo that lives on the street corner of La Fiesta. No, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Tim, and I am English. I'm born in London and moved to Northampton.
Why?
Now, see. How long have I been here? I've been here 4 years, nearly 5 years. So in England, I'd met my wife. We'd living in England, and we were looking for a bigger house. And we were looking everywhere. My wife is originally from Northampton, so she wanted to be by the sea. She wanted to be by the water, and we were looking. We couldn't find anything. And I said, "Have you looked at living in Norway? Like any places in Norway?" That was the end of it. She was right on it. Like she was on the internet like that.
She was just waiting for you to pop it. Have you seen?
Done.
I can't find anything in England. Have you checked in Norway? Yeah, I have this and this and this and this and this and this. I have my favorites list right over here.
Exactly. So yeah, so we found that. So a bigger house, smaller mortgage, and
wow,
and here we
smaller
are.
mortgage.
Yeah, I mean in England it's ridiculous anyway.
Is it
for property prices? Yeah.
Damn.
It's quite expensive. Depends
on where.
Yeah, depending on where you are. I mean, if you are living in London, for example, it's like living in Bergen. Then the prices just go
skyrocket. Yeah.
But if you live we lived in a little village outside of London.
And where?
Towards where Stansted Airport is.
Oh,
which is
no fucking idea.
It's about 40 minutes from London.
Oh, that's not.
It's not far.
No.
But the prices then just drop.
Yeah.
Because you're not actually in London, but travelling to London is easy. You just jump on a train.
Yeah.
Easy. Boom, done. Damn. But yes, so that's why we're here. We moved. We had 3 small children. They go to Barnahagen school. Here it's completely different from England. So yeah, so that's why we're here, or what I'm here.
Yeah. Disclaimer: Tim knows Norwegian, but his Norwegian isn't fluent, so we just speak English, so it's easier for everyone.
Yeah, for everyone to understand.
I work with Tim. He works at the Hardangerbadet, and whenever customers come up, it's like, snakker du engelsk?
It's easy.
Hei, beklager, snakker du engelsk?
The thing is, I mean, I can understand a lot more Norwegian than I can talk.
Yeah, of course.
So I can listen, but my brain then translates it. And by the time my brain has translated the first sentence, they're on to the next one, And you guys talk really fast, man.
Oh yeah. We're like Spaniards.
Yeah. So it's like
and at least you've moved to a place with a really weird dialect as well.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we've had times where there's a person come up to us and speak Norwegian, and I don't understand. And I've looked at Tristan, and he's gone.
I think it was a guy from Ullensvang. And he has just the fucking most like that Norwegian shit out. I was like,
so if
and it isn't even far from here. But he was like, it was It was.
So it is fast, and it is. For me, sometimes I could have a little conversation, and my Norwegian is so much better than what it was when I first got here.
Of course,
I was like, even though Sarah is from here, and the kids speak fluent Norwegian and English. Mine is not brilliant, but I can get by, but not have a full on.
It's like any language you learn in grown.
Yeah.
Like
when you're grown up, it like the kids are like sponges.
Yeah.
So the kids just take it all in board, and they can just translate, and they can have two conversations. I mean, you two as well, like, and you can switch like that. But I'm old man now. my brain goes no.
When I was learning Spanish, and I can understand Spanish, but speaking it,
so you can't.
Yeah, or I can do small sentences, but I can understand much more if I read something or if people talk to me. Then it's much easier. But hey, can you answer me in Spanish? Not today. But yeah. And you like it here in Norway?
Yeah. I mean, it's completely different. I mean, London and Northampton is a little bit different.
As I said, he said to me, we need to go to England, man, because it's 11 p.m. You're out and drinking, eating with your guys, and then shit, we're out of vodka. You can just go to Tesco's and get another one.
Yeah.
And
here.
we need to plan a fucking road trip to Pole, and you need to be there by 4. And blah, blah.
Yeah. So here it's so different with the rules and regulations on alcohol and stuff like that. But just the whole thing is different. And the day that you need to maybe drink and go out partying, the store shuts earlier.
Yeah,
that's weird, man. I mean, but here, in England, you just sort of like if we went out and we were drinking at 10 o'clock and we run out, we just jump to the store, just as I said, we do. Jump to Tesco's, and if you run out of food at 2 o'clock in the morning, it's still open.
I don't know.
Practical.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's different. But here it's look at the views outside we got. I mean, where we live is
a trade-off.
It's a trade-off. We're living in one of the most beautiful parts of Norway, so it's...
And it's pouring down, fucking...
and very windy.
Yes. Today's very windy. I'm the one, like, frame of the window that's right behind that camera is loose. So if you hear, like... then it's not us whistling or farting, it's the window.
Someone screaming.
We don't have a basement, so don't go check for a basement either. Have you seen the... Have you?
She was there when I bought the house.
Isn't it normal to have like 4 or 5 dead kids on your loft? You don't have?
I don't.
Yeah, okay. Well, you have.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. No, but have you seen the out in the hall? It's a big cupboard or closet.
Yeah.
Have you seen behind it?
No.
It looks like if you can probably dump 4 or 5 bodies in there, no one would notice.
There you go.
So if you need anything,
#safe space.
Safe. Should Airbnb for renting out for corpses.
Is there a meth lab in there?
Meth lab.
And no one will notice.
Yeah, maybe we should. Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad 2.
Trademark.
Trademark it.
Have you seen Breaking Bad? Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch all of them.
You didn't?
I watched a few of them. It's like, I'm not proper English because I've not seen any Harry Potter.
Oh.
Lord of the Rings.
I haven't seen.
Game of Thrones as well. Never seen.
Oh, wow. Damn. Game of Thrones you have to see.
Yeah, but that's just if you're like 15 years old, 16-year-old boy, you love.
I watched it with my mom.
No, you did.
Yes, I did. Every time one of those incest scenes come up on the scene, I'm just like, I just gotta go to the bathroom. Just play it. I've seen it before. I've
seen. Where have you seen it? On a website, maybe?
No.
No, but we watched it in groups in high school, and because I don't think you've met Isaac. No, maybe not. Not Isaac. The other Isaac. But he was obsessed. Him and David obsessed, and they lived together on the dorm, the second year. And they had the son of the lady we rent.
Yeah.
And he had a 60-inch flat screen, so we watched it.
Going somewhere else with that.
It probably has a 60-inch horse cock as well. But have you? Yeah, no, it's a TikTok meme. No. When you watch YouTube or something and you fall asleep and then you wake up at 3 a.m. in the night. 16-inch horse cock is that just goes on autoplay and the procedure. But you were going to show him a TikTok video.
Right on, lads.
Because in the later stages, or it probably has been for a while, but it's something called Brexit footballing. A true Brexit challenge, like Roy Keane on Erling Haaland's dad. That's a true Brexit challenge. Like Nemanja Vidic, Rio Ferdinand, that's Brexit ballers. And then someone has taken this to another stage and then made a day in life of a true Brexit geezer. So you can watch
Brexit geezer.
So you can watch the video if you want.
So it's basically just the stereotypical low life, the people you find in Grimsby, basically.
Day in the life of a true Brexit geezer. Wake up and meet the wife, Susan. My little princess. Isn't she beautiful? Time to take George to football. Rev up the Bugatti. Quick stop at Toby's and load up that plate. Get a pint. Grand pitch looking lovely today, lads. Just a bit of banter. Chippy makes a 38-0 loss better. Pop down local pride, good old pie, look at that. Susan made dinner, lovely. Pop down, have a couple pints with the lads and finish up at the Fortress of Dreams.
Beautiful.
So it's so many of those videos. Felix can get it up on the screen so you can watch along. But it's so many videos.
That's classic, though. That's proper English.
Yeah, it is. Because I'm not. You're born in England, in Grimsby, and you're half Canadian. Fucking Grimsby, and you're from London. But I can't associate with this at all. But it is actually how
that's a day in the life.
Because,
isn't it?
Exactly. Because they made a Norwegian dub with the Fredrikstad, which is like just a fucking Fredrik. They talk like they're hobos in Fredrikstad.
Basically, just imagine a redneck from the US, basically.
Yeah, that's Fredrikstad, and they made like in a Norwegian copy of it, and it hits so well. So I'm just wondering if this is how
exactly. It's proper. People going for a pint and then having your dinner, like sausage. Even you guys here, sausages are not sausages.
Yeah, we had a grill party at work. And I said, I want a hot dog, or you want a sausage, or you want a burger? And Tim says, I want a sausage. Gets grillpölse. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is not sausage. This is my wiener.
Well, this is a wiener. It's like a hot dog sausage, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you can. So what's the burgers we have at Christmas? Medisterkaka.
Like tried it once, I think.
So the taste of that is very, very similar to an English sausage. Amazing. And that's the closest I. So at Christmas, I have to just stock up. I just have to and then
throw them in the freezer.
Yeah, and then stick it in the freezer. So it's you guys with sausages. They're not sausages.
Because I remember I was in England when I was 12, I think, in London, and then we had a true English breakfast at the hotel because we lived at a all-inclusive hotel. So I remember trying English. It was really good. So, but I haven't tried it since. So
the next time I get some.
Nah, but
we'll
we're
sit down
going.
and eat
We're
them.
going to England in the spring.
Yes, we're going. All of us.
You're down. We're
Yeah, I'm
gonna
down.
watch
I'm down.
Manchester United against Chelsea.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Okay.
I'm there.
Easy.
I'm your tour guide.
Yeah. Easy. Nice. Okay. Then add you to the group chat.
Yes,
You'll be our pimp.
your old man.
Yeah. But yeah. You have some questions for him? My phone is the downside of filming is that my phone is the camera
Over there.
so I can't have my notes and stuff. So I need to think.
Well,
Mr. Interviewer.
how is it to grow up in Britain? What do you think like is the main difference from growing up here?
I mean, I was so in the 80s. I was 10 in 1980. So yeah, I was born in 1970. So I'm 52. I know.
Okay, I was trying to do the maths now.
I'm 52, man. You know, I know what you're saying. How can I look this good?
Back when I had hair.
When I had hair. So yeah, So growing up is different, completely different from them. But back then, the things were different as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, a lot of kids now in England, not all of them, but a lot of them, I don't know about here, like very disrespectful now. So very rude.
I can see that. But it
In
has
England.
but also here. But it has a lot of parenting involved.
You're right. So
Yeah.
back in the day, you could slap your kids. You could the police officers could slap the kids and whatever it could.
Yeah.
And then your neighbours could slap the kids. I'm not that I'm condoning it or anything, but
No.
you'd get respect because if you were rude,
Yeah.
then your parents would go, well, why were you rude to that person? And good job that they give you a clip round the ear. Or
Yeah.
why did that person give you a clip round the ear? And then as you grow older and older, I mean, my mum and dad were quite strict. My dad was very strict, but in a really good way.
Yeah.
And I mean, just growing up, you learnt that you shouldn't be rude to this person, that person, and that person, and whatever. So it's completely different in England. I mean, even now, it's like as I say, that like there's a lot of people that are anti. What we going to see? Even my English now is going out the window. Yeah, they don't like. God, I can't even say it. What's the word? Like if
What, just hitting children?
No. Like if what the police, any sort of
Like anti-government.
Yeah, that sort
like
of thing.
anti.
like any like.
I understand what you mean, but I can't think of the word. Yeah.
But anyway, so
Yeah.
so it's like it's very, I don't know. But here, I think sort of like rules here are people look at you guys and just not you guys, but what I'm saying is like the schools and the stuff of I can't even think of the word. I've lost it. But yes, so like rules. So at school, like when we moved here with the kids would come to school and I'd be sitting there and they'd be the kids would be wanting to run off and whatever, and I'd be like, oh, just grab them, just drag them, put them in line.
Yeah, they can't.
Yeah.
And like I don't mean like horribly, but just like
No.
put them in line, just
Yeah.
to wait for the thing. But they were running off here and there, and I was like, what's going on? And then not only that, they're like hugging the teacher. Good morning,
Yeah,
miss.
because
Good morning, sir."
it's so-
and that's amazing. It was amazing, but the discipline. That's what I'm
Yeah,
looking for. So the discipline was different because in England, if they were running around, if they were thinking, they would be dragged back in. You stood in line until you were told. Whereas here, it was like very nicely.
It's so where the line crosses because from doing something of goodwill, then that people can see as like or crossing the line
Yeah.
with physical things with kids, it's so slim. You can't do
that's the
anything in Norway.
I think it's kind of like you want the kids to respect you, but you don't want them to fear you. You know.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah, but the probably the rule system in Norway, especially nowadays, it's so strict. You need to have a police certificate. You need to no violence record. You can't touch.
Yeah,
anything.
Child Protective Services is just
social
in.
service.
Yeah.
But obviously during the 80s in London, none of that was
none
of that was around, and we could, any of your neighbours, if they would think that you were being rude or disrespectful, would just give you a clip round the ear. No, I mean not hard, just like
a full out fucking
yeah. Then drag you off to your mum and then or your dad, and if you got dragged off to your mum and dad, oh god, do you know what I mean? I mean it was just. It's ridiculous.
You sure hope your dad was wearing boxer shorts and not a pair of pants.
Yeah, because he had a belt on.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that sort of thing would happen. But my dad, he didn't even have to. He just have to give us a look. Just give us a look, and then once you know what that was, or he would count to 3. 1. Like, come here. 1.
Yeah.
2. And never get to 3 because you'd be like, oh shit, he's there. So the discipline.
That's maybe that's a really good angle on it, because I had strict parents growing up, or my mom was pretty strict, but she never did anything of those sorts. But it was if she got angry, just look at you, and then.
So you knew. But I see, I've got 2 grown-up kids in England, and they're 26 and 23. So they're grown up, they've got their own houses and stuff like that. And
we're falling behind.
Yeah, man. So, but yeah, when I used to just, if they were getting too much, I'd rub my head, or just and once they rubbed my head, they were like, oh no, we don't do it no more. So it was just, but yeah, discipline is different from there. But then you get to 90s and the 2000s and things, and you can't be horrible, you can't raise your voice, you can't do this, can't do that. That's
maybe why people say you don't learn discipline before you join the military, because they actually have the
100%.
They actually have the power to, if you don't do a task or anything, you get punished for it.
Yeah, and I think
not physically, but
they don't do it in England, but your national service that you do here.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing. They should do it in England, because I think you guys.
That everyone has to go into.
So you have to go into the military. At what age do you have to go into the military?
19.
19.
When you're finished with
when studies and stuff like that.
Finished with high school. High school.
Yeah. So I think it would be an amazing thing in England to have that, because then people would have so much more respect for authority and stuff. That's what I was trying to say.
But
authority.
It's not, or the system in Norway, it's not forced, but it's such random as well. Because I remember when I was at my session, I came in and I was 104 kilos, overweight as fuck.
You are a lump. I mean, I've known you how long? 4, 5, nearly 5 years.
No, nearly 4.
4 years.
4. Yeah, nearly 4.
Years.
I was a lump, but I was a bit slimmer around then. Because I went to high school, but I said, "Are you motivated? No. Do you want to go in? No. Okay, you're going in the Navy." I was like, "What the fuck? Do you have a plan for your life?" "Yeah, I want to study this and this, and I've applied for this and this." I was like, "Okay, you can just postpone it and do 1 year." So I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I postponed it, got even more fat, and then got a little bit more slim, and I was like, "Fuck, I need to go to the military." And that was supposed to be in June. I was like, I wrote them an email with a picture of myself. Hello,
look at me.
I am fat.
Do you want me?
No, I said, because you know what BMI is, of course. You're an ex-ambulance driver, but the max BMI you can be, or the minimum is 18, and the maximum is 35. If you're over 35, they don't do anything. And mine was 36.2 or something. I don't know. And then, I was just send an email, photo, just 2 days later, thumbs up, and okay, you have been relieved from your duties.
Fatty, fat.
But, I semi-regret it now because it would have been fun to try, but I don't think I could have done it a whole year.
But I still think the actual, like the discipline that you would get there, and the how you would treat people and stuff. Then it becomes a different. So I mean, obviously, the difference in England and here is just the respect that people have, the lack of crime or less of crime where we are. I don't know about Bergen and Oslo and stuff like that. I don't know how big the
it's
crime
not that much.
My sister's a police officer now, and she says she's in Osterøy, but in Bergen community in the weekends. And she says, it's not a lot.
Yeah.
And then if it's someone that does it, it's normally not
that bad.
No.
But yeah, in England it's getting worse and getting worse. I mean, in England I worked for. I mean, I started. I'll tell you all about it later. But I worked for the ambulance service.
Yeah.
So I was ambulance. I was going to emergency calls and whatever. So I started in 95. Yeah, 1995. So when I did the weekend shifts and stuff like that, I was going to little fights and stuff like that. It wasn't big and wasn't bad and stuff. But by the time I left
in 2018,
13.
Oh, that long ago.
Yeah.
What did you do before you moved here then?
Before here,
I
worked as I had my own business running.
Lifeguard stuff.
So teaching first aid for.
Of course.
But yeah, so when I first started, a weekend there'd be fights. That's it. By the time I finished,
it was
every weekend someone was getting shot, someone was getting stabbed, someone was like 4 or 5 times a night.
Holy shit!
And that's where I was working in the east of London, the east end of London. So
Grimsby.
not like Grimsby.
No.
But yeah, so it was quite a violent. I mean, it still is quite a violent city. To come to here and have no bullying, like at the school, no bullying at school, or very little.
A lot less.
Very little bullying. Very like the teachers are involved and they put a stamp on it to get rid of it before it's even escalated. So, which I think is amazing.
It's gonna really a lot better the last years as well.
Has it?
Yeah, I was a lot bullied in school.
I mean, when I was at school, I was bullied to crap. I was. I was super skinny and I mean, I was nothing like I look like now. I was slim. I had hair. I mean,
I just looking back, I was probably socially retarded, but that's not completely my fault. In the later stages, the teachers didn't care. But those teachers either got a valuable lesson or courses in
how
what's it called in pedagogic, and our like main you have a principal, and then you have it was 8th, 9th and 10th grade, and then you have the leaders over those, so it's one for 8th and one for 9th and one for 10th. The lady that was leader in 9th grade, she got fired. And that's, So I changed school. I met that fucking bloke.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
If only that teacher wasn't around.
Had to come in and ruin his life, you know. I just had to.
I'm super glad I met Carl. But that's, as I said, the fact that the last 6 or 5 or 6 years we've been friends is only because of a
dodgy teacher.
Yeah. That she didn't do her job well enough.
So there are bright lights behind
of course.
bad things.
Of course, I'm super glad that it changed and I switched schools. But it was retards at those schools, but he's one of the retards, so yeah.
He's a gorgeous retard.
Yeah, but I managed.
Still scarred.
Yeah.
But podcast rap.
Yep. I'm going to get one later.
Oh,
Good.
I'm gonna make a compilation as I did with Lucas. Have you seen that one? Was it- yeah. The one with he's a menace. But yeah. What was we talking about? Yeah.
Right. So basically, I started when I left school. I left school. I think I was 17, around 17. But before then, I was a swimmer. I swam sort of competitively nationally, and so I was in the swimming pool all day, every day. 3 times a day, I was training. So
did you go to any competitions or win anything?
everything. I was doing, I was
the
doing
Olympics? No, okay.
No, when I say everything, I don't mean the Olympics.
Okay.
So I was doing nationally.
National.
So I swam for England, but
God damn.
just in certain places.
Yeah, but that's still big.
But yeah, and then
Should have come with all your medals.
Yeah, I should have
hanging
done
around.
my cups. But yeah, so I did that, and then so my next thing was to work in a swimming pool. So I worked from 16. I worked in a Badeland until I was 20. Well, until I joined the ambulance service, I was 25.
Yeah.
So so sort of started off as badevakt, then became chef, assistant chef, and then chef, and then worked my way up there.
Yeah.
And then, I just got old and older, and then younger, more good-looking lifeguards. I know, like yourself.
Damn.
So I've done a full round.
I'm hunting your job, dog. I'm hunting your job. Isaac's gone now, so it's only me and you. All those ladies you have at Wednesdays.
Out the window. And
taking
all the
them.
ladies I have on Thursdays, but they're pensioners. So I did that, and then I joined the ambulance service. Whilst I was in the ambulance service, I started doing security as well, working for a security firm. And then after that, I did some care work, and then
Can we stop for a minute
Nope.
and talk? Okay, and talk about who have you worked with because he doesn't know, or do you know? He was a lifeguard.
Yep. I don't know.
No, not a lifeguard. He was a lifeguard as well, but he's a bodyguard. And who did you bodyguard? What's the long
this
list?
is right. So I worked for the ambulance service, and then obviously, I don't know if you know, but when you work, I worked 12-hour shifts for the ambulance. So you would start at 7 o'clock in the morning, work till 7 o'clock at night, or vice versa, 7 o'clock at night till 7 o'clock in the morning. So you get days off. So maybe you would work Sunday to Wednesday. So then you've got a bit like being in the North Sea.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of time off. So when the time was off, we'd work elsewhere. So I ended up. What happened was we ended up doing some in clubs in England. At the time, there was a lot of drugs being taken in the nightclubs.
Still is.
Yes, but like in the 90s, early 2000s, it was mad. It was mad. So
It was new.
Yeah, it was new, and people were taking different sort of drugs, and
things wasn't safe.
yeah, and they were just taking it, popping it. So there was a lot of people collapsing and stuff. So
Yeah,
they needed to have medics in the club just in case. So I was part of the medic team that worked in certain clubs. It just turned out that one day that some guy was faking an asthma attack.
Wow.
He wasn't having an asthma attack because he'd been caught with drugs. So he'd been caught with drugs. He faked an asthma attack. They called me because they thought he was having an asthma attack, and I said, "He's not. He's not.
This bloke's fucking
This guy
lying.
is lying."
What did
So when I
call
said
with
that
his
he was
pants
lying,
yeah.
he then lashed out and went to thump, and I caught the punch, and then everybody just dived on, like the security dived on him and stuff like that. And then they were like, "We'd love you to work for us." I was like, "Yes, I'll have that."
Superhero moment right there. I can see it in my head. It's like
it was like a superhero moment.
Just look at him and say, "You don't have a fucking asthma." Shut the fuck up. I was like,
yeah, it was exactly like that. So then they were like that. "Oh, we want you to work for us. Can you do it?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I ended up working for this tiny little security firm that grew into this massive, and they are still massive.
What's their
security
name?
firm. They're Guard Force UK. And they are massive. And now they look after celebrities. They look after all the TV and film studios and stuff like that. So I ended up working for them as a sideline. But when they started off, they were doing all TV shows and stuff. So I started off with like Pop Idol, which I think you've got here. Oh, I know you've got here.
it's just called Idol, I think. It's a singing show.
What was the guy that won it? Kurt
Nielsen?
Yeah.
Kurt Nielsen now. And Tone Damli and... So later stages, I don't know, because no one fucking watches Idol längre.
So we did that, and then the Simon Cowell and all that sort of stuff that we did. I got working for bits and pieces like that, and then I ended up doing security for, I don't know, Spice Girls, David Beckham.
David fucking Beckham, you know
Jennifer
that?
Lopez.
Wow.
The Queen, Her Majesty the Queen. But I mean, obviously the royal family have their own security detail and stuff, but they needed extra around. So the Queen is looked after by their own people.
Yeah.
But the actual place that we were there.
So if we anytime we get famous, we have a bodyguard right here.
So it was. I mean, I've met so many famous people. My life has just been mad. It's just. I mean, up until now, I've worked. When I was in the ambulance service, there was I think you have it here as well, like a documentary series of the ambulance.
Oh,
so
yeah, we have. I think they have with the police force and the gränsvakt. Like the guy that ingen som reiste for å bo på hotell I Drammen. Have you seen that clip? No, it's a guy that stops a man going through with I think they found narcotics and stuff, and he's trying to sell it. And the cover story for the guy that's coming in is I've rented a hotel in a weekend trip. I'm from Romania, a weekend trip going to Drammen. And it's like, nobody goes to fucking Drammen for the weekend. Just jokes, but yeah.
So I ended up there. They were doing a documentary series at the hospital that I worked at, and they saw me and my crewmate, and they were like, "Oh, they're quite funny,
young,
gorgeous,
hair, good looking." Strong cheekbones, everything.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And he's got hair. I know I keep saying that.
Yeah.
But
you really miss your hair, don't you?
So much. I had hair. You know, we're going off the subject now, but I had hair.
I'll grow mine back, and then I'll cut it off again, and then I'll give it to
me. Thank you. But you know, I had spiky hair. I had David Beckham hair. You remember when David Beckham had
maybe you can find an old photo of you and we can pop it onto the screen and you can
so like just a blonde bit in there. I had hair down to here.
No, really?
Yeah, man.
No.
I'll give you photos.
I
had hair down to here.
Wanking material. Holy shit.
Spike. I was a bit of a David Beckham lover. I'm just trying to think about it now.
Real soccer mom.
Yeah. So yes. Anyway, where was I going until I came off of this? So I did, this
the ambulance service,
the ambulance thing. So I did this program on the BBC. It was shown here as well.
Yeah, because your future wife watched it and it's like, that guy.
No, she was already in England. My future mother-in-law.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
So yes, so I did that. So then I ended up doing like one series of it, and then they loved it and they wanted more series, so I did that. So I was on television for that. Then I went to South Africa to work because they did it was a G20 summit where all the politicians get together and discuss world problems.
Was it trauma?
Trauma.
Yeah,
It was called
trauma.
Trauma.
It's on.
I don't think it's on YouTube, but I've got the videos at home. I've got the DVDs at home.
I got the DVD.
Well, yeah, I can give it to you.
I can burn it and we can upload it to YouTube.
Oh, yeah, we could have a trauma night.
I'm down. I'm actually down. Next time you come over, we'll buy some alcohol and watch trauma. Like for real.
Have a trauma fest.
You know, this guy.
Traumathon.
This guy. You're gonna tell the whole story, but afterwards, he got so famous, and with his blonde hair and stuff, he got a fucking stalker.
I got. Actually, yeah, well, a proper stalker.
It's
Really?
Not like a. Oh yeah.
Not like these days, because you can stalk everyone on the internet, but like
Yeah,
proper newspaper with 2 holes in and living across the street stalker.
Yeah, this was before Facebook and Twitter and stuff like that. So it was. Yeah, no, she was. So then when I did this program, it was like prime time TV, like of an evening, on a big channel on BBC One, so BBC in England. So we were on. I think it was like 7 o'clock at night. So it was before the kids went to bed. It was before. Yeah. So we would do this, and it was literally just following an ambulance crew round, and literally the hospital staff, the nurses, the doctors, the air ambulance, and we got some proper like screen time. So we were on it quite a lot. So then we were getting fan mail through the ambulance service. So they would send it. It wasn't going to our home addresses. It was going to the ambulance station and being sent to us.
Such a long time ago. It's proper, like actual letters. Someone handwriting, not an email or an Instagram account or.
So it was proper letters.
Oh, and we were getting imagine a Tim fan page on Instagram.
So we're like from kids as well, like drawing pictures of ambulances and oh, thank you.
Real inspiration.
Yeah. So like when I grow up, I want to be working at ambulance, and I want to do this, and you're amazing. I even got mail from people saying, "Here's a picture of my daughter." Right? Who was like 20 odd, 25, say, like pretty. Here's a picture of my daughter.
Do you want to?
She's gorgeous. Anytime you would like to take her out for a day. She lives in London. Would you like to take her out for a day? Don't tell her. Here's her phone number.
Don't tell her.
That I've been in contact. Here's her phone number.
And it's 100 quid in the envelope as well.
Here's her work phone number. Here's her extension of a work number. I'm like, whoa. But then I got this mail. So when I first got them,
this is actually so insane.
This is weird though.
Yeah.
But when I first got the mail, I like, first there was like 5. Say for example, just there was 5. So there was like, thank you for being an inspiration. You do an amazing job. You're very good. I love your smile. This and blah blah blah. So I would write back straight away because I'd never done none of this before.
No, of course. Yeah.
So I would write back. Thank you very much. Very short, very sweet. Thank you very much. Glad you enjoy the program. Keep watching.
Yeah.
Signed me.
Yeah.
Send it back to this. I would even pay for the postage, the stamp and whatever. Boom. Chuck it in the post. Some of them even put like a stamped addressed envelope in it already.
Yeah.
So they would have a stamp, an envelope with their address. I just put it in. Done. So that was it. Nothing in it. Just post it back. Then this woman, one of these women that I wrote to, then started sending me letters constantly, and she lived miles away. Yeah. I mean, I'm in London.
Wasn't it Liverpool?
So she was in Leeds. So
for example, that's even more north.
So for example, we were here. She lived in Oslo. that far away.
Yeah, okay.
Like 6 hours driving distance.
So a drive,
Yeah.
a 5-6 hour drive.
Yeah.
God damn.
So thank you for writing this letter to me. I keep it with me at all times. I'll put it with the rest of the pictures that I've got of you. I mean, I was in newspapers and I was in TV guides and stuff like that. I'll keep it with all the pictures that I've got of you, and I've done it. I'm coming to London like that. Just sort of like, I was like, oh shit. It's like straight away. But then I was getting letters. I was just passing. So I was getting letters in the ambulance station post box.
Yeah.
And then as I opened it, there was no stamp on it or anything like that. And it was just, I was just passing. You're not just passing, you live 5 hours away. I didn't get to see you. Maybe next time. And this is my house, and this is the view, and this is what I'm seeing. And this is a picture of me. If you lift up, this is a picture of me. I mean, nothing.
I actually think if I've gotten a letter like that, my penis would have shrunk inside me.
Oh my God. I mean, I've looked at them recently.
Yeah.
Because I was
Do you have them?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, I do. I kept everything. Do you want to see them?
Maybe you can take a photo and just cross out her name or something, and we can get it up on screen. That would be so funny.
But yeah, no, it's like just passing.
How's her handwriting? Is it cute?
No, it's quite nice. But if you lift up this picture, there's a picture of me. I don't know if you want to see it. And I'm like, oh no. I mean, nothing bad, but it's just like a passport photo. And I was like, ooh. And then she would send me. She didn't know when my Easter. She would send me Easter like chocolate. Christmas, she would send me a Christmas present. Valentine's Day, she would send me stuff. Her birthday, she sent me a slice of her birthday cake.
You're messing. You're messing.
Her birthday cake, they travelled like 4 days in the post.
No way.
Yeah.
Wasn't it fucking...
Oh, I don't know. I didn't eat it.
Straight to the trash.
Yeah.
Straight to the trash.
Oh, like anything that she sent me, I was like, oh gosh. So I was like, there's chocolate though. I was going, no, don't eat it.
Yeah, fuck it. With ecstasy mixed in
Oh,
it.
you
Or
don't know.
Yeah, you never.
Hypno or something.
Just standing outside, just peeking in. And then,
wait until he passes out.
and stands outside with binoculars and just, he ate it.
He's down. He's down.
Go in. Like 4 other ambulance services starts doing CPR and stuff. And she's coming. Oh, I know it. Oh, going all in. If you do that head, I'll do this. But yeah.
It was
Calm
mad.
down, everybody. I know mouth to penis.
It's the quickest way. It's the quickest way to get oxygen.
If he doesn't wake up, then he's fucking dead. Okay, I'll tell you that. I know mouth to penis.
But yeah, no, she was proper mad. I don't even know now. I mean, 2013? There was still. I left, and there was
10
still.
years ago.
Yeah, so there was still posts going there. So I don't know whether she's still sending.
Oh wow! Can't you send a text message or something?
I don't know a number. Did you know?
No, not to her, but to the ambulance station.
Oh yeah.
And see if they like it, because if you send one in like 2017, it was super funny. But yeah, I want to see because you tried to stalk her. I remember.
I tried to find her.
Yeah,
Can't find
at
her.
work, but you couldn't find her on Facebook and anything. But so I want to see if you have a picture of her. I want to see her.
I'll get it.
Yeah. We can't show it.
We.
Oh yeah, just go. We can't show it on the show, but but I want to see it now. Holy shit! Imagine actually having a stalker. Like we live in Nordansund. It's 6 hours from Oslo, and then someone driving 6 hours just to put something in our mailbox.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, lads.
That's crazy, lads.
Man, I've been choking down 4 Smirnoff Ice like it's been nothing, mate. And let me tell you,
You said you were gonna fucking spare them.
I know.
Like your words on it at Coop, like 2 hours ago. I said, oh, you can't buy that much. And he said, oh, I'm going to save them for later.
Trust me, mate. When I said that, I was in a other state.
He bought forced me.
Other state of mind, let me tell you that.
Close the door.
I just started drinking and I just couldn't quit.
He said he bought a 4-pack of Smirnoff Ice, and I said, you can't drink that much because you know how this man is.
Yeah.
Lightweight. And then we're not drinking, by the way. Coke. Yeah.
Yep.
And then
Lola.
Cola. And then I asked, you can't drink all that. And I said, I must save some for later. Boom. He just said, I'm drinking all 4. Fucking retard.
And a proper Stella.
And a
Proper Stella. See, all right, earlier on,
the
they
wife beater.
They showed me that they got Stella. Stella you can get in England. Stella is a beer that's quite strong in England.
Yeah.
Obviously here it's the percentage is reduced.
Yeah, quite tame.
Pop up a photo of a Stellar can, Felix. Thank you.
So Stella, yeah. So in England they call it wife beater because obviously, which is not we don't approve of, but it's beer that's obviously gives people a bit of the amp and yeah. So that's another thing I have to do as well. I have to wind my English in slightly because none of you guys understand what I talk about when I go give you the ump.
The ump?
Hump, like angry makes you
angry.
Yeah.
No, I only know the imp.
Ump.
Amp.
Yeah, amp.
U-M-P. Ump.
And that's something you plug your guitar in.
No, that's
amp.
I'm just fucking.
But yeah, no, I sometimes have to slow my speaking down for you. And
yeah, but it's the same when I talk to people from the Östlandet. Like, I'll say a dialect word. Bale.
Yeah.
People are that means like.
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah. No, it's not bad. It's just uncomfortable, or I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
It's like it's not bad, but it's like semi annoying. As a meh. And when I say that, people say, "Huh? What do you mean? My voice or my tone?"
Yeah, it's
like,
just different.
Yeah.
See, where I'm from, I do there's a lot of rhyming slang.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, if you watch...
Harder på bara.
So rhyming slang is sort of like... So if I said, I don't know, for example, I haven't got a clue, so I don't understand.
Yeah.
But I would say, I haven't got a Scooby.
And then I would say,
exactly, right? So what is Scoobies? Scooby-Doo.
Yeah,
I haven't
obviously.
got a clue.
Yeah.
So it rhymes.
Yeah.
So
I didn't get that before you fucking told me.
So Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
I haven't got a clue.
Yeah.
Apple and pears. I'm going up the apples stairs. Apples and pears stairs. So in England, in London, you've got a thing. So I say this a lot.
Yeah.
The kids know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So
I haven't got a Scooby.
I haven't got a Scooby.
Haven't got a Scooby, lad.
I let it out.
Yeah.
And you guys just look at me going, I haven't got a clue.
What the fuck's a Scooby?
What's a Scooby? Yeah. So other than your football, yes, it's different. So you know your English football. You know your words from the chants and stuff that they give on the football pitch.
Right.
But when like general talking, if I was going in England, I have to tone it right down. Bring it right down.
I can imagine. It's what my Norwegian teacher was from Trøndelag, and he was like he couldn't talk his dialect or with his words he wanted to because we didn't. He said,
you won't get it.
Yeah, you won't understand. And it's like, try. And did one lesson, we didn't learn fuck all. It was impossible. I was like, huh? I think I also have two other mates, Sandar and Mathias, that's from Trondheim. Mm-hmm. And they told me a trøndersk saying that's rutåt kak med ganåt klæbb. Do you know what that is? You have no fucking idea.
I don't have any idea.
I have got a Scooby.
I haven't got a Scooby.
I haven't got a Scooby. Okay, try once more. Rutotkak med ganotklab. What do you think it is?
I don't fucking know.
Rutotkak med
Rut?
ganotklab.
Out.
Rutotkak.
Rutotkak
Rutotkak
med ganotklab.
med ganotklab.
Yeah.
I have no fucking idea.
Try- No idea, then
Okay,
no.
it's rutotkak is rute til kake. So
Okay.
it's a waffle.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then ganotklab is brunost because it sticks to your palate. So it's waffle with brown cheese.
Ah.
And when I first I got
Why
the
can't they say waffle?
because they're fucking retarded. I don't know.
We don't make the rules.
We don't. We just live by them. I didn't make this world. I just own it. But yeah, so it's funny with dialects and words and stuff, man. I remember my sister was in the military, and they sorry, podcast rap, and then they were up in north in Bardufoss, which is like close to Bodø, or
Yeah.
and it was November. The same times now, and it's freezing, like 20 minus degrees, and they couldn't get the door up on one side of the car, and he said, and she said to a mate, you probably won't understand it, but "Gå upp på hisio." It just stands and stares, and it means go to the other side.
Yeah.
But he is other.
From a different.
It's other in Kvamamol.
Yeah.
And or on our dialect, and he was like, "What the fuck you mean?" Huh? So she's like super stressed because they were late for something, and so go up with you, go up with you. I was like, I can't. What do you say to me? So I was like, other side. I was like, I was like, so probably.
Oh yeah. I mean, we have so many different dialects in England.
Yeah, I imagine.
So you've like London, obviously. So you've got your London accent, and it's.
But have you more accents or have you more words? Because
No more. Yeah, I mean different. I mean, I suppose it's the same here. But it's just so you listen to the London accent. Then, because of football and stuff, you listen to the Manchester accent.
Yeah.
Liverpool, all different, but in different places they have different words for different things.
Yeah.
That, like in Newcastle, for example, I wouldn't understand some of the stuff that they.
There it
is. So I wouldn't understand. I mean, that we all talk the same, but they have different words for different things.
Yeah.
So there's stuff that I wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
In like Liverpool or Newcastle, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because it's the tone and the way you talk is one thing, but I feel in Norwegian it's so many other words you use because
the tone is different as well. Because you could sound very angry, but there's no anger in it.
Yeah. But my grandparents use a lot of words, or that lives here use a lot of words that just like my grandma is from Voss, and she says oksle, which means shoulder. Oksle.
But they do that in England as well. I mean, like what I said earlier, like keks.
Keks.
Yeah, that's
so
trousers.
For example, keks.
Trousers, right?
I have no idea.
So keks is a word
Have
for
we got
in
a
Grimsby.
Scooby?
Yeah.
You haven't got a Scooby-Doo.
No.
And keks means like your trousers, what you're wearing. Keks.
Bifters, cigarettes.
Bifters?
Yeah. Or
It can mean cigarettes or
or
a joint.
a fag.
Or a fag or...
Fag?
Yeah.
See, a fag.
Yeah, that's
a thing. In if you say fag in America,
Yeah.
it means that you're gay or
Yeah.
But in England,
It's
if
cigarette.
you've got a fag in your mouth,
that's the kind of thing I find funny.
It's a secret. Sorry.
I only have fag in my mouth in America.
No, but that's why if you say in America, I'm going to smoke a fag.
I'm gonna smoke a fag.
Way different meaning. But if you say it in England, it's
And in England, a faggot is a type of like a meatball.
Oh,
With a gravy, but like
but in America,
in America, it's a different thing.
Yeah,
but
it's
like like
exactly.
kicks, and so you can be misinterpreted by lots of different words.
I knew that you probably wouldn't say like fag in a gay or in a gay way there. So I was wondering if it had another meaning, but I didn't know that.
Yeah,
so
I mean, it's like a fag.
cigarette.
Is a
Gotta smoke a
cigarette,
fag.
man.
Yeah.
Gonna smoke a fag, lad.
Grab me a pack of bifters, mate, will you?
We love doing accents here. It's so funny. But it's a lot of that comes from the football culture because of the clips and stuff from the fucking. What you laughing for, Chris? He's got Sadio Mane.
Yeah, as soon as you just turn on the TV and you see Jamie Carragher speak, it's just like,
you need subtitles sometimes.
Yeah.
And have you seen the clip of the
Chris? What's the guy that's Chris? I can't remember.
at Sky Sports right
Chris
now?
Kamara?
Chris Kamara.
Yeah, Chris Kamara.
Kamara.
It's him and it's Thierry Henry and it's Gary Neville and the lady. What's her name?
Gabby
something, isn't it? And then it was a UCL match against City against Dortmund, I think. And then she said, "Now we can speak with
Gabby Roslin."
Yeah, Gabby Roslin. And now we can speak with a 4-time top scorer of Premier League, and it's Thierry Henry or whatever. And then now we can speak with a 2-time Champions League winner, blah blah. And then now we can speak with the one man that has scored an own goal in Champions League. It's Chris Kamara. Stands there and like, wow, that's a nice stat.
You've seen the one where he's like, what's happening, Chris?
Oh, I don't know, mate.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
I haven't seen that one. But they are such a funny cast. The Sky Sports.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, but all those because Thierry Henry has the expertise and as a player, and Gary Neville has the expertise as a player and a coach. I think he was coaching a bit. But have you heard about when Thierry Henry started coaching the Arsenal youth team or the second team? No. They kicked him. They dumped him after 2 weeks. Do you know why?
No.
Because. I don't know if it was the Arsenal second team, but it was a second grade team in England, and they were training, and he said, "You do this." He had attack against defense, and he said, "Attack, do this, and then you'll score the goal no matter what because defense they can't defend this." And they couldn't score. They couldn't score, and he was so angry that he just went to the field in all suit, and dress shoes. Did it himself and said, "This is how you do it. This is how you do it." He mugged off professional footballers while I was like
mugged off.
Yeah,
I have to take a wee.
Yeah,
go.
Mugged off, and then they kicked him because he's a better footballer, retired than anybody else there. So, and that's why I think Messi won't be a good coach because he's so good. That he can't
You can't differentiate.
He can't understand that other people are bad.
Yeah. Because he is that good.
Yeah, because he is that good.
Yeah. That's just twisted me. One of the first things I watched in England, we got it. Sarah was watching it in England. We got it on DVD. Haya Tufta. Have you ever seen that?
What?
Haya Tufta is I don't know.
Can you search it up in our phone?
Sorry,
show me a picture.
Where's my phone?
No idea. In my fucking trousers. In my boxers.
Closet,
nice.
man. In your boxers. Yeah, Haya Tufta is a.
Haya Tufta.
It was a program in Norway.
Yeah.
That followed I don't know how to say it, but they were just non-footballers. So you had like a rocker, and you had like a nerd, and it was Erik Torsvik. Tosvet, yeah.
The goalkeeper
Yeah.
for Spurs?
Yeah. So he had to
Coach them. Yeah.
And they were like 11 randoms, just
a
nerd, a rocker, just that nobody knew how to play football. Yeah, man.
Yes, everybody knows to play a little bit of football, but
they just didn't. They didn't.
Yeah,
Have
maybe.
you heard of it? Heia Tufte.
Huh?
Heia Tufte.
Heia Tufte?
Yeah.
No.
You know vet hvem Erik Torstvedt er?
Heard the name.
Yeah, he should have an icon card on FIFA. He's a really good Norwegian goalkeeper. He's the not Brede Hangland, but the other Stavanger guy on TV2.
Okay.
He's bold.
So he was a gorgeous, good look. He was a David Beckham of the time.
Yeah, of
right?
course. Yeah.
So he was.
It's from the 90s, maybe.
Yeah.
2000s. Maybe.
So Heia Tufte. Would you want a picture?
Yeah, sure. I just want to see if I've seen the program. Heia Tufte IL.
And they even made a song.
It's from 2005.
You need to play the song. Heia Tufte, Heia Tufte.
What the fuck?
Well, we're talking about like game chants now, or
No, that was their song. They ended up doing. They ended up doing a proper song with a rap in the middle of it, and
16 nerds who can't play soccer,
Yeah.
but are much better with computers, are trained by a professional soccer player for 3
you gotta
months.
watch it.
The climax of the series, 3 months. The climax of
it's amazing.
are trained by a professional. The climax of the series is a match between the 16 nerds calling themselves Tufte and Vålerenga, Oslo's best football team. God damn.
They were. It was one of the first Norwegian programs I'd watched,
Yeah.
and I didn't need subtitles. I didn't need anything because it was amazing. It's funny.
Maybe we'll see that.
And they
Against
got-
Vålerenga as well. Was it a full 90 match?
Yeah.
Oh, they have to have lost.
And
Because you can. I've been to Brann and I've been to Glimt Arena, and I've trained with some professional footballers up in my career or semi-career as a footballer, and I haven't trained with any Premier League footballers or anything like that. But my technique isn't as far off as I thought. But my game understanding and my stamina is what kills me.
Yeah.
Because they can just run forever,
Yeah.
man. They're actually just marathon runners with ball control.
which is, I can walk a lot.
Yeah, I can walk.
I can't run.
I think I would have had the semi skill, not my weak foot, but the semi skill to play high tier division football in Norway or low tier division football in England.
You have to watch this program.
But the stamina would kill me.
And they did. Can I play it or like a song?
Oh.
Or do we need?
Maybe.
Yeah.
We're such a small show, so yeah.
But let me just.
Just take it to you. Okay.
You can turn it out. So these are the footballers, these nerds that. Nerds. I don't like to say nerds.
Yeah, but they yeah.
Hashtag bring back Heia Tufte.
Do a season 2. Heia Nordheimsund, maybe.
Yes! Martin. Hashtag Martin.
Hashtag vi taper aldri. Og så kommer andre verset i dataspill. So we never lose in computer games. Now we need
But yeah,
to.
I used to watch that in English. So
Damn.
Sarah's from here.
Yeah.
So anything from Norway, we
Yeah,
would
so
watch.
Sarah is his wife.
Yeah, so Sarah is my wife. So that is from here, from
Yeah.
Norheimsund. So every year we would watch Three Notta, Askepott,
Yeah, of course. That's so badly dubbed.
Oh my god! But they did a new one.
Yeah, with Astrid S and
Yeah, boy.
but she's not a great actor. Really good singer. I love her songs, but not a great actor.
And what's the other one we used to watch? We used to watch that in England every year, and
Not Heia Tufte, vel?
nej.
The one that you watched at New Year's, right?
Yeah, the
Grevinnen Hovmesteren.
same again
Yes.
as we did last year.
Ja, Greven og Hovmesteren.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, same as we did last year. Or
Yeah, the guy that trips on the tiger
yeah,
carpet.
the black and white.
Yeah.
Haven't
black and
seen
white.
it.
Shut the front door, have you not?
Are you serious?
Haven't seen it.
How
So,
have
my
you not
gosh, so
seen it?
Even,
It's
even
on.
as an Englishman, that you just. It's a guy that goes like we did, like she's sat at the table, and again, is it Norwegian or is it?
No, it's English.
It's English.
Yeah, it's
no,
English.
American. Is it?
No,
I
they
don't-
speak British.
Yeah. So obviously the Askepot is Czechoslovakian or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is dubbed
Yeah, that's
into. But the kids have seen it from day one. Sarah loves it. It's like that. But oh my gosh, Table for One or something it's called. Oh man, but yeah, it's amazing.
I don't know.
Same as we did last year, James. I don't know.
How have you gone through your
Yeah, I
entire
know.
life and
I'm
not
not
seen
gonna
it?
look it
It's
up.
on every New Year.
I don't know. I didn't watch.
I've seen it like, I don't know, 7 times.
See,
Yeah, but like we didn't have a lot of television program. I gamed a
yeah,
lot.
but there's.
I probably in playing FIFA. You know.
But yeah, so in England I watched that,
Yeah.
and I even bought it on eBay to Table for One. I'm sure I can't remember.
In Norwegian, det er Grevinnen og Hovmesteren, sant? Ja, okay. It's how to translate it? What's
Anyway, he like she
Count?
would sit at the table. It's black and white.
Yeah, and then he pours all the drinks and he
And
drinks
he's
them
drunk
all.
and
Yeah,
he trips, and it's like
Maybe seen
comedy.
a clips of it, but I've never seen the whole thing. No,
It's funny. So
I was forced by my sisters to watch Askepot, so I've seen Askepot.
and the new one.
No, I haven't seen the new one.
No, I've not seen the new one yet.
What did I do last Christmas?
Last Christmas.
Yeah, I was about to do it. I gave you my heart. That's Jim Carrey that sings. No, I'm kidding.
Isn't it Wham?
It's Wham.
Yeah, it is
No,
Wham,
no,
right?
it isn't Wham. It's Wham. I need to do Ryan Reynolds.
Tonight the music
Singing so loud. I wish that we could lose this crowd. Maybe it's better this way. We heard each other with the things we want to say. We could have been so good together. We could have been this dance forever.
Can you sing it?
And I don't want. I don't know. You know that when I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet, I've got no rhythm. Oh,
Do you know
it
what? I
seems-
always thought that was guilty feelings.
No, guilty feet.
I know that now.
Yeah. when
Guilty feelings
I
gone.
actually Shazammed it, so I know what the lyrics says now.
No, it's just because my children told me.
Your children.
Dickhead. It's not guilty
Yeah, but-
feelings.
But that's when I'm DJing. That's always one of the last songs I play because
Walk around slowly dance.
goes
You know
from
the walk around slowly dance.
mine is like more like my hand goes lower, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to show that I'm touching people's butts.
Why?
Yes.
Be nice.
We're proper gentlemen, lads.
Proper gentlemen, lads. Yeah, but yeah.
Says the man from Grimsby.
Sorry then.
But yeah, nah. You know that George Michael wrote that tune when he was fucking 17.
Man's a genius.
Yeah, man's a genius.
You know what? Actually, talking about Grimsby, I'm going to show you the Grimsby movie after this.
Yeah, have
The
you,
Grimsby
have you
Yeah, I've
obviously
seen it.
you've seen
Yeah, I've seen it.
What?
I'm from Grimsby. I have to see it.
So you have to.
It's it's a legal requirement to see Grimsby.
Yeah, if you're born in
If
Grimsby.
you're from
If
Grimsby.
you're born in Grimsby, you
Is it
have to.
actually?
Yeah.
Of course. No, but I'm going to show you it.
Don't lie to me, okay? I know if you. I know if you lie to me.
The thing is, you can't truly experience what it is to be from Grimsby unless you've actually seen it or been there yourself.
Have
but-
you watched
but
Sacha Baron? Is it Sacha?
Yeah, Sacha
Baron
Baron Cohen.
Yeah, but I reckon it's like one of those TikToks you just told. The true life of a Grimsby geezer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like that.
it's exactly like that. That's the thing. You know, my mom used to tell me when she was living there, you know, she went to a Christian boarding school and all that. I was like, in Grimsby?
So your mum, the other day, you were flirting terribly with your mother.
Of course.
But, how was that?
Saturday?
But, yeah, so your mum is from...
She's from Norway.
All right, okay.
And my dad is from Canada, but they
to-
were both Christians, right? So they kind of like met up in a Christian school out in the US, and then they moved to England. Then they went to Norway, got married, moved back to England, went to boarding school, and then just clashed together, got me stuck there at a boarding school. Yeah. But she was telling me all about this, like, it's where the youngest people in England would get pregnant in Grimsby.
Yeah,
It's
like 11.
yeah, no, teen pregnancy was a huge problem in Grimsby. And I was like, yep, that's where I'm from.
There are people in England that have got pregnant.
I'm contributing to that fucking statistic right there.
Oh, man.
No, I'm not. I swear.
I'm not.
Yes, but
And that's why. How old were you when you got your first kid?
No, so you're just ruining it.
no, but I just wonder.
So I got married when I was 23.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just so wrong, isn't it?
no, but my mom was 20.
Yeah, but kids don't get married when you're 23 and stuff and 20.
Just funny you would say that. My mom said the same thing.
Don't do it, man. It's just it's wrong. You just think you're doing the right thing, and it's
especially like for a man, or statistically, you're not fully grown until you're 25.
yeah. So why would you get married?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, don't
Like economics and stuff. Cheaper.
Or
It's just-
accidents happen and you get a kid along the way.
No,
like,
it wasn't
fuck
because
it.
I wasn't. The kids weren't born.
Not but him.
No.
He's talking about himself.
If you weren't aware, Tim, I was an accident. No, just kidding. I'm kidding. No,
I
was,
were, but you know that my mom.
Do I know your mum?
Have you
What
met
say?
my mom?
Of course, I've met your mum.
Yeah, of course. She's swimming every Thursday. But besides the point, she wanted. She thought that she was going to have a son first, so she was prepared to name my older sister Tristan when she popped out.
Yep. But
And then
damn,
yeah, so
she was a girl.
Yeah.
Tristana.
that's a League of Legends character. But so it became Isolde, and then later, my dad said to me when I was like 10, like, oh, I was arguing with my
Your who?
yes
Man.
Who's that?
Yeah.
My dad.
That should be very, very, very proud if he's listening.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're my third dad.
No, you're
I'm my uncle, and I have my uncle's friend, and I have you. Okay,
yes,
but
exactly.
Yeah.
You have me.
yeah, but
There you go. Anyway.
yeah, he said to me when I was like 10, 11, 12, like, oh, I was fighting your mom like for weeks. I wanted to call you Zlatan.
What?
with a C as well, from the football player. I was like, I'm so glad you didn't do that, because if I was named Zlatan, I was supposed to become a fucking footballer or a lion. Have you? This is off topic, but have you seen the? Do you know who John Carew is? He played for West Ham. Yeah.
John Carroll.
Yeah. And he's Norwegian. And then he dissed Zlatan in an interview. And then they went to Zlatan as well. And they said, who? Who is this? And then later that year, he said, he had an orange in a press conference, and then and then they said, how do you think John Carew is as a footballer? And he said, what John Carew can do with a football, I can do with an orange. And they just slams it to the table. And what I just did to this orange, I'm gonna do to John Carew's head. I just walked out of the fucking room. I love Zlatan, man. But yeah, that's beside the point. But yeah, where were we? Teen pregnancy or something? You know, this is why I love having a fucking podcast, you know, because you can talk about something and being really serious, and then you just go.
Subject changes like
we're
that.
just going.
Yeah, that was a really good snap.
See,
Maybe
I was a little
snap
bit worried when we started this. I was like, I have no idea what we're going to talk about.
You know that when you're three generically funny and
We're
doing
hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, but three generally funny and like uppegående. What the fuck is that in English? Like well-standing, blah blah.
Social upstanding, I guess.
Yeah.
You have the social cues.
Yeah, three normal people in a room. Yeah. You can just do a conversation, and
they're like here now. There are times where I don't have a massive. Anyway, but yeah, I can't talk to somebody and that understands my sense of humor or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I have to be worried about. I have to be worried about what I have to say and what.
Yeah, you need to filter out.
Yes,
things.
because I don't know whether you'll get it.
Right.
But when I work with you, you are my person because you get everything I say and you do. So it's
even
a bit
challenge you sometimes as well.
Yeah, but you do challenge me. But there are some times when I don't. I say to somebody that blah blah blah, and they go.
Yeah, people are just different, you know. But as I said, we're men, you know.
I think it's like, I don't know. Maybe you meet people in Norway and then act maybe a little bit more posh.
I have to. Exactly.
Yeah,
I have to do a little bit posher.
Yeah.
Because
I like it more rough.
You know? But when I do a bit more of my own stuff, well, like I say, I have to hold back a bit. When I do a bit of do.
Yeah. Be a true Brexit geezer.
When I have to be a bit of a
what that do? Fucking.
Be a little bit more childish.
Of course,
and
man.
I'll be a bit more childish and whatever. People don't get me. So, but when it's like you guys, I'm just like, oh, I'm around my people.
This is my people.
Even though I'm so old, I'm still around my people.
But like, apart from what you're doing, like your job, I want to be you when I'm 50.
Do you?
Yeah.
Good.
I don't see myself working at Hardangerbadet when I'm 50.
No, of course.
But
of course, and I hope you aren't working at Hardangerbadet when you're.
Or maybe
50.
I'll steal Anita's job.
When you're 50 and I'm your oldest security guard.
Of course, coming there with a fucking rollator.
I'm looking after you.
Coming in there with a walker.
So someone stabs him. I'm coming in. I'm coming in 2 to 3 business days.
Wait.
Oh, mate, you better walk off.
I saw him. I'm coming.
Same.
Yeah, and you're like,
I'm gonna shank you, mate. I'm
wait.
Yeah, but yeah, like I have 3 wonderful kids.
Yeah.
Like the youngest, and you have 2 older sons. One is in band and one's doing something else.
They're
like,
both in the band.
Both in the
The kids, my kids from England, my kids from England. The kids that are in England now, that are 26 and 23.
He's 1999.
Yeah, 99.
Okay. Yeah.
And
is this that one with the beard or without?
Without. One with a moustache and one with a...
One with handlebars.
Yeah, no, they are just getting there. So, they are in a band. So check them out, Darlings.
Darlings. Shout out.
Darlings band.
Oh, they're playing the same.
Yeah, one's a drummer, one's
okay.
a drummer, one's a bassist.
A drummer and a bassist.
Yeah,
God
boy.
damn. Maybe I'll call them. Maybe they can record some stuff for me.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh yeah.
They'll have it all day, every day.
Yeah, because like the only thing I can't do myself is drum and play bass. So
they're all yours. And they will have it. And I promise you they will.
Yeah, they're probably talented as fuck as well.
Oh no, they're amazing.
Yeah.
So and they can play. I mean, both of them can play the guitar. Both of them can play the drums. He's
because
bassist.
I've been producing for 6 years now. I think it's turning 7 years in May or April now. And the thing I've realized that the hardest to do yourself or doing electronically is drums, because of the velocity and the real sounding drums is so much better, and bass because the bass pattern and gliding and stuff. You can do a guitar or a guitar similar really good, and piano and synthesizers and everything on a keyboard, but drum and bass, it's hard. But yeah, that's a good idea. We were just talking about yesterday. I'm pushing him to do more of what he should do, but don't.
What do you do?
He wants me to live out my dreams.
Live out your dreams,
or
man.
pursue my dreams, I guess.
Because
would be the more
we
right
talked
word.
about what your dream profession was, and he said,
want to work in an office.
Office rat. And I said, what the fuck, is that your dream? I said,
That's not your dream, bro.
no, but he said, I'm being realistic. And I said, no, don't be realistic. What's your true dream? And he said, maybe a songwriter or a rapper. And I said, you have you have everything you can do. And I was like,
All right.
Right. One, you have the look.
Okay.
sheesh.
So you
Well,
do.
thank you.
Two, bro. I mean, I'm now 50 something.
36.
52.
Yeah.
I don't feel 52, but
No, right.
so you just stuff that I did when I was a kid. I did, and like when I was your age,
Yeah.
loved it. Loved doing what I was doing when I was. How old are you now?
I'm 20.
20.
He's a year younger than me.
Right.
So I'm
So you're
21.
So I was doing the Badavakt stuff when I was your age,
Yeah, right.
and growing up, and it was just like. But afterwards, I did my the ambulance, and I would never ever go back and say what a crap job that was or rubbish job that was, because that was amazing. And then I did the security stuff,
Yeah.
and met the most famous people. Like, oh my God! Like, I met Priscilla Presley.
Yeah, right.
So Elvis's wife.
Who is?
Wow.
Elvis's wife.
Damn.
I've met Elvis's wife. Shut the front door.
That's
have a
crazy.
morning tea with fucking Elvis's wife, you know?
Yeah, no.
No, but that's crazy. You met the
So that's just So you got to live for your dreams, man, and follow your dreams, because
Yeah, that's true.
you never know. I didn't know that I was going to end up meeting all these people.
But as I said, it's just randomness. Like
And
me
it's
meeting my
random.
best friend.
There you
Randomness.
go. And
Yeah.
then making a podcast.
Making a podcast is, do you know, have I said to you how we made this podcast?
No.
We were in the car, just having a shit talk conversation. And then he said, okay, I really want to do a podcast. And I said, why don't we? We have the means to do it. I have the expertise on the audio, and the video is new. And we have hired for free an editor, his brother. And then why don't we do it? So I don't why you contribute more to your dreams. Tim's
Your dreams can be. I mean, I've not done it. I've not done it.
No.
But
what was your dream?
But I don't know what my dream was. I don't.
Yeah, but you've
My
done so
dream
much.
was-
Like,
But
aren't you happy
exactly.
with?
Well, I mean, with my life, I have. I was a normal skinny
Geezer.
little geezer. I was a skinny little geezer.
Yes,
that
you
just
you were where I'm at now.
no, but before then I was a nothing. I was
Okay.
nothing. I was just a little boy.
Yeah, that still
was-
sounds the same.
I was
a little boy
skinny, I was
falling in
bullied,
love with a little
falling in love with a girl.
Yeah.
But I was nothing. I was somebody, like I was bullied. I was a skinny boy. Everybody, like to a point where I was bullied like mental at school.
Okay.
I had, it was mad. I was taking the mickey out of. I was skinny. I was bullied, and it was just a. But then I worked in a swimming pool. Then I was around my people that were swimming and whatever. I
Right.
did training. I got bigger. I got
You sort of found
confident.
your found
I
your way.
I found my person.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So I found my person. The people now that were bullying me are skinny little people.
Yeah.
I'm a big motherfucker. I will sit on your face and
Kung Fu Panda style.
yeah, kung fu panda.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just that. Then, not only did I do that, I worked in like an emergency service where I saved people. I was a person that was looked up to because I would help them. I would give them drugs. I would save their lives.
Yeah, contributing with something
Give them-
greater.
Give them drugs.
Yeah, but like drugs
Yeah, I know,
in
I
a
know, I know.
life-saving
Yeah.
drug-wise.
But,
So I would bring you back from death.
Right.
I would save you.
Right.
Then I was on TV. Oh, I then became a little bit famous. Then I did look after famous people. So I
Right.
was like, my life is just mad.
So just seize your opportunities.
I was I was a little scrawny, little skinny little boy that's now looked after the Queen, David Beckham, Spice Girls, do you know what I mean? And then
Yeah, right.
And now you're here
and now
on a
I'm-
podcast.
Now I'm on a podcast with two people in Northampton.
Yeah.
But no, but look, that's my life. I've
Yeah,
done
right,
it.
right.
I've had an amazing life.
Yeah, right.
I've got amazing children. I've got an amazing wife. I've got everybody that's, it's just. But how many people can say that they've done that?
Not
So you
a handful.
right.
and you can make this podcast like an amazing thing if it happens. If it happens,
Right.
When it happens.
and when it happens, it's just an amazing thing. You can be like in years to come back, like we were saying earlier. In years to come back, you just might go, well, when we were in a little basement in Northampton, now we're in Oslo. Now we're in
Berlin.
in this amazing studio.
Yeah, right.
You started here. This is amazing for you.
But the kind of things that drives me is that I'm self-made. I've done everything. I've paid for everything myself. My computer, my setup, whatever. And if we weren't best friends or friends at all, I would be thanking you for letting your opportunities go. But since we're friends, I want to see you succeed. You're getting nervous
Right.
now, aren't you?
No.
But
I
you
get
know,
what you mean.
because
I get what you mean.
I want to see my fellow or everyone succeed. Like every musician, every comedian, every podcaster succeed, but everybody can't succeed. So you need to work hard, and you need to. You need to do more.
Right.
Do
No,
you
I
think-
get it. I get it.
Or do you? I think what you're doing now is amazing.
Yeah.
Because even I watch you now, and obviously it takes me a little while to understand what you're doing.
Yeah, right.
This episode, you probably won't gonna watch back, or you look lovely, by the way.
Thank you.
Like I've seen the camera angle, and I'm seeing you with my glasses now.
Thank you.
Sheesh.
Looking sharp, mate.
I'll be
Looking
watching-
sharp,
I
mate.
will be watching this
You
on like
a repeat. On my
You're showing this to your wife.
On loop.
still recording, so we're all good. But yeah, but
But I
because
think you guys, I mean, this is where it needs to be. You are confident. You are confident.
Yeah.
And that's...
but I think that's a lot of people's downfall is that they don't seize their opportunities
No.
or they're scared to fail, so they don't even try. But
Yeah.
as we said yesterday, have you
Right.
seen that Ashton Town searched for Manchester City to loan Haaland for 28 days, and then
How...
and then they were like, "Oh, you're never going to get it." And then a comment said, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Why don't try?"
1 million trillion %. If you do not try,
You don't
how
suc-
do you know?
How'd you know?
How do you know? If you like...
And if you fail,
well,
keep trying.
but then you just try again.
Yeah.
Right.
But imagine that one fail, and then you try again, and they go, oh, okay.
Yeah, but when I went to Nordhoff, we had a whole like 3-4 months with only marketing and how to make it in the music industry business. And he said to me, it was a Globe, not Sony, but the other music company.
EMI?
No. Oh,
Universal.
Universal.
Anyways.
He was one of the lead companions in Universal, and he said everybody, or like it was 2 or 3 people left in the Zoom call, and I asked him, "What's it gonna take? What's it gonna take?" And he said, "The road to success in Norway is hard, but it's acquirable. You need to work hard, produce quality, and do it for a longer amount of time. If you keep putting out quality content or quality music, you'll reach maybe not the top, but you'll reach your goals."
So hard work pays off.
Hard
basically.
work pays off.
basically.
And I stand by
Nice.
that.
1 million %. You can just not. You can try and try, but if you, I mean, I did a business. I started a business with.
Is there nice guys or
No, it was CRT. That, remember, I got a jacket with it on it. Anyway.
I'm drunk, so
But
I
basically,
know.
basically, it was to. I was teaching security guards to be bouncers, like
Right.
your bouncers at the front door,
Like
And-
Securitas?
Security, that's it.
Yeah.
And first aid to everybody. So everybody needed first aid course.
Yeah.
First help. So I was doing that, and yeah, it just wasn't going, because it was such a. It's a good business, but your thing lasted. Your qualification lasted for 3 years.
Right.
So you would have to find a person that hasn't got it to them have it, like the qualification, because the qualification would last for 3 years. Next 3 years they wouldn't need it.
Right.
So you need to have to find somebody that hasn't got it. 3 years. 3 years later, nobody needed it for 3 years. So you had to find somebody that hadn't got the qualification, because 3 years later,
Yeah.
that's the next time they need to see you. So that was my job, and it didn't work. And obviously the business didn't work very well.
But yeah, as you said, you tried at least.
Yeah, but I tried. And the same a lot with the security thing. 3 years. Nobody needs it for 3 years. So you had to find somebody that would do it. And the people that were coming for the security job couldn't speak English.
Oh.
So there was a lot of Romanian, a lot of Eastern European, Eastern
Balkans.
European, yeah.
Damn.
That would like to do the job, that were lumps, that were
Yeah.
big, but couldn't speak English, so couldn't do the job, like couldn't do the exam.
Right.
A bit like myself.
Yeah.
So there was like I couldn't.
Isn't
do
that why you haven't joined the ambulance here?
Yeah, because here I couldn't. So one, I'd have to be fluent. So
Yeah, in Norwegian.
Obviously, I'd have to be fluent in Norwegian. That somebody, if needed help, I'd have to understand. And two, in England, you're like only like 15, 20 minutes away from a hospital.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So you're only
Or in London, at least.
or in
Yeah,
London.
yeah.
So you'd only have to be that far away from hospital to treat somebody. But so if somebody was having a stroke, for example, or a heart attack or something,
Right.
you're an hour and a half away from a hospital.
Yeah.
Here.
That's so long.
So there's different drugs you
Yeah.
have to take. So I'd have to
Learn that.
Right.
learn that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's if someone has a heart attack in Northampton, it's 1.5.
We're fucked.
Yeah.
Excuse my
Yeah,
language.
no, it's fine. It's fine. But
we're just
it's
we're
one
like
and one and a
anything.
half hours to the nearest hospital. That's
So
so.
it's just like if anything happens here, serious, like a car accident or something, or somebody, you have to think of them. Like the ambulance people here are amazing because
the fact
you're an hour
that
and a
people
half
even
away from a
the
hospital.
fact that even people survive.
So if we, for example, had a car accident and the leg's amputated or whatever. I mean, I've seen everything, not everything, but I've seen a lot of stuff.
You have to
You have to
tell him
react.
the story about the man.
I really need a wee.
Yeah.
But
Go
then-
to we, and then
Let
you'll.
me have a wee.
Yeah.
And then let me tell you.
Right.
That's a great story, man. Yeah, Tim has so much good work stories. If you work in
It's amazing to listen to.
yeah. I hope that the audience is.
No, this is definitely an episode to check out. Honestly,
Yeah,
honest to
yeah.
God, this is one of those episodes that you really should listen to. In my honest opinion.
we need to promote it properly as well,
Yeah,
like for real.
like the stories here, they just can't go unheard.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit drunk, but I'm holding my head high.
Same.
I've
What's your favorite album? I saw you had that in your notes, and we can talk about
Right.
that.
right. I also kind of need to pee again
Yeah, but
because I've had like 5.
I can't sit here
bottles.
alone, so you need to wait. Okay, just go.
All right.
All right,
Take a whisk again.
all right, lads.
All right, lads.
We
We
should-
need a whiz.
Next time we need to just have a bottle,
bucket
like
or
a
something.
5-liter bottle, and then just a tube attached to
Yes.
our dong, and then you can just go whenever we
That's
want.
it. You know, in hospitals when you go and you have operations, you have a tube put up your.
Are you kidding?
No, shut up. You know that yourself. What when you go to
I've never had
hospital,
an operation.
then they put sometimes.
I've broken
they
some
put
bones, but
whether you're male or female, they put a tube up your doobry.
holy shit.
So then you just pee in a bag, and it's amazing because I mean, not that I've done it, but you just sit there and just go, "Oh, I need a wee." Done. It's all in a bag.
But you still have a tube up your fucking.
Yeah, but you don't feel it.
Yeah, but I think if I've woken up from a
Oh, yeah.
and then lifted up the blanket and seen it, I would have passed out.
You need to be very careful with it because then when you move, you have to. Because if you just snag it on something, hey,
Yeah.
it comes out.
Oh my god. But yeah.
So where were we going with this next?
The
Before
guy
the
that called
Oh
with a
gosh.
bleeding penile. You know the one?
No.
Uh,
Oh yes, sorry, yes, sorry, yeah, I've got it.
Okay, I'll set the scene.
Okay.
We were at a work party, and I said to Tim, "What's the dumbest thing you ever seen? I'm working." I was super drunk. What's the
Right.
dumbest thing you've experienced as a hospital? And this first story he said was a guy that got his head fucking massacred, but in a car crash.
Okay.
And then that one he can tell afterwards. But then he came with this one. I was like, oh.
Right. So, I mean, I've worked nearly 20 years in the ambulance, so I've seen a lot. I've not seen everything.
I'm
but I've
also
seen-
gonna have a wee.
I've seen stuff. So this one was that Tristan is talking about. So we got called. So imagine like an ambulance being called to a job. So we're driving. We get to the ambulance. We get to the address that the call is to.
Right.
So we get there. We knock on the door, and the job that you get on a screen is man bleeding from his penis.
Right.
So we knock on the door, no answer.
No.
Knock on the door, no answer. So we go back to the ambulance, and I start doing my paperwork that there's no answer and whatever.
Right.
And then a couple turned up, knock on the ambulance window, they're saying, "Are you all right?" And it's like, "Yeah, you're outside my house." And I was like, we've knocked on the door and there's no one home. And they said, "Oh, that's fine, because we've been to the pub, we've been out.
Yeah.
It's not for us."
No.
And I said, "Oh, it's funny because the person that's phoned has called saying that he's bleeding from his penis." And he was like, "Oh, no, it's not for me." And we were like, "Oh, it's funny, ha ha ha." So
Right.
I'm just thinking it's like a hoax or it's not true.
Yeah,
So
right.
I'm just writing up the thing. And they've gone indoors. And then as I'm writing on the thing, the guys come running out and said, "Actually, it is for me. It's my son. Come in. So I was like, okay. Am I allowed to say this?
Yeah. It's so stupid, man. It's so stupid.
So we've gone in and gone up to the bathroom, like they've shown us up to the bathroom.
Right.
And the son of the guy is there, and he's in the bathroom.
Poor dude,
pouring with blood out of. It's like, but it's slowing. It's not like it's like pumping up the walls or whatever.
Yeah,
but
right.
there is blood everywhere.
Right.
And the mum is there. It's like, "Oh God, do whatever." And what's happened was that the boy who was like, I don't know, 16, 17.
Right.
How do we say it?
He had a girl over.
He had a girl over
Right.
who had braces on.
And then he was thinking, my mom's out of the house.
Yeah,
my dad's
mum and dad
out of the
are
house.
out. Mum and dad are
Gonna
out.
have a lovely time.
She had braces on, and then obviously he's got cut. Oh, and because he is hard, the blood is
Right.
like he's aroused, and
Yeah.
the blood is pumping through. So it's like everywhere, up the walls and whatever. She screamed, he screamed. They're embarrassed because the mum and dad have come home.
Their mom and dad. No.
His mum and dad have come home. His mum, not their mum and dad. His mum and dad has come home.
Right.
Yeah, that's a.
So it was like, oh gosh. And then when we got up there, it was like, it's all good, because it's not going to be bad, because as soon as you get soft, the blood obviously is not going to be pumping up
right.
to the stuff, so it's going to stop. It's only a little cut like this. But the dad was like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing." And the mum was like, "How fucking dare you do this in our house?
It's like the dad's like giving high fives. And stuff.
Five, and the mum was
That
like,
is my son.
That's my lad.
five.
That's my lad. You know. Yeah, but yeah.
But that is just one story. I mean, man, I've seen ridiculous.
Yeah.
In 18 years,
You know-
I mean, I've done bombings. I've seen
Bombings.
bombings. I've done everything.
Bombings or
Yeah.
like with like
Bombs.
bomb like
Yeah,
explosions.
yeah, like if you can imagine. I mean, I've seen.
Do people do that still?
Yeah, but like terrorist attacks. I've done.
No, that's maybe above or from our time. But were you at the scene with the Ariana
London
Grande?
bombings? No,
No.
because that was in Manchester.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, but in London we've had terrorist attacks. I've been involved in. I've seen. I've seen
Yeah, but,
stuff that you wouldn't want to see.
yeah, but
No,
but
right.
like after some time you just
Yeah,
do you
well,
get
I'm
used
just
to
messed
it?
up here.
Yeah, but because that's one thing I've really debated about, because we play a lot of shooters and it's a lot of gore and stuff. But if I've actually seen a dead person in real life, I think I would have freaked out.
But your job now,
Yeah,
you could.
I know. I have saved people from almost dying.
But your job now maybe will be able to not be able to, but maybe see a dead person.
Yeah, I know.
Because there is levels of job. Like, so, for example, office people, work in an office, no chance of, unless one
This
of
is a heart
their
attack
colleagues dies of a heart attack or whatever. You are here.
Yeah.
I don't mean low.
No,
but
no.
what I mean is you are like level of chances of seeing a dead person is quite high,
Yeah.
because we see people swimming. They could drown. They could have.
As long as this isn't a kid, man. I think even if because the as I said, we work at a swimming pool, and you have to be such and such age to swim alone and blah blah, and it's the parents' case to or their responsibility to take care of the kids while they're there. But if I see it dead, like
But the chances are that you won't. But
yeah, the chances
that you can.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. My job as an ambulance person was I didn't want to. I mean, I've just seen dead people. I've revived kids. I've seen dead kids. I've seen dead people. I've seen people blown apart. I've seen everything. I've given birth to people. I gave birth to my son.
The ambulance.
Yeah, that's what you do. But it's shit.
Yeah,
it's horrible. But as a job that me and you do, we could see it.
Of course.
And we're trained to deal with it.
Yeah, are we?
We are. No, we are. Because if something happened, you know, hoila, you know.
Yeah. But if I'm mentally prepared.
Are you mentally prepared? Yeah, but you don't know until you've done it. I was never. No, the first job that I ever got on ambulance service. So I was like I did all the training, I did all the driving thing and whatever.
Right.
So when I joined and I was in an ambulance station, and my first job was like when you're there, the phone rings, and then you pick up the phone and you go, hello, or that was then. So hello, what is it?
911, what's your emergency?
Yeah, exactly. So no, but what happens is that 911, what's your emergency, will take the call and then they send you the call.
Right.
Yeah.
So then you're at they've already taken the call and done all the horrible stuff. So then they go, right, 911, what's your emergency? Or 999 in England, what's your emergency? this is this and this and this and this, and then they transfer the call to you. So what's happening? My first call was
Your first ever.
very first ever call on the. I'm having a baby. I was like, shut up. I'm having a baby. My contractions, so like when the babies come in, are every 1 minute. Normally, they're like every 10 minutes.
Yeah,
15
then you
minutes.
need every. I think it's past every 8 minutes.
Yeah,
You should go
Then
to
you
the
should-
hospital.
Yeah, you need to go to the hospital. 1 minute, I was like, shut up. I'm literally, my first job as an ambulance person is going to be having a baby in my hands. Turns out it wasn't. It wasn't. It was like I got there and they had lots of time to get to the hospital. But I shit my pants. I was like, holy shit.
Fair.
But after that, that was my first job, and that was nothing compared to all the other stuff.
Oh, no, okay.
Yeah, second, third, I've had people's insides that shouldn't be where I've been seeing them,
Right.
and bombings and stabbings and shootings, and
All people do, man. The
but
stuff.
I've seen some shit that I shouldn't have seen.
Yeah.
But that was what I chose to do. But saying that, you are a bottom level of that. So we could potentially see people that have heart attacks, strokes. You've done it. You've seen somebody that has a stroke.
Yeah. Yeah. That was scary, man.
You know what I mean? But
The worst thing of that was she was having a stroke in her office, and one of the guys that worked there, he's quit now, but works in Bergen. Me and him was best friends, so he was gonna come in and tell a joke or anything, and I sat there with the ambulance on the phone and trying to comfort this lady that was in and out of consciousness, and he's tramping across the so like, what's up? And it just goes away. And I was like, gave him the death stare. I was like, don't do anything.
Not now.
Go away. But yeah, because you can't hear anything.
You have to be that sort of person. You have to be a person that like things don't affect you. That don't
You just
affect you. It's
act.
just you act.
Act. Just do anything.
That's a person.
I got a text message.
My son, who was at the time was, I don't know, 10 years old, 11 years old.
Yeah.
Me and Sarah were in a pub having dinner with Cameron, who was my son at the time, who was 11.
Yeah.
Saying that. And we used to, like my boys then used to come home, like I used to come home from work, and they used to say, so what happened today? What happened today? Oh, did you see somebody being shot? Did you see somebody being killed? Did you see somebody being this and that and whatever? And they used to like hear everything that we used to say.
Yeah.
And so they weren't like, nothing that I said was a problem. So there was one time that me and Sarah and Cameron went to this pub for dinner, and we were sat like here. Cameron was on the other side of the table, and we sat there and we were eating our dinner, and then Cameron went, oh. And I was like, what's that? Oh. And he was like, oh yeah. And as I turned around, there was a geezer on the floor, a guy on the floor. And he was like, oh.
Why do I have to ruin this?
Yeah,
Why do I have to be like this?
That's what I mean. It was just so, and I had to turn around, and then of course we fixed it.
Yeah.
And it was like he was having a panic attack, and he was whatever. It wasn't nothing bad.
Yeah,
but for my son to be, I was like, what am I bringing up, man? how to be so relaxed when somebody's collapsing, where people will be like, "Oh my god, he's collapsed."
Maybe that's another point of bringing into school, like first aid, because I feel like it's been much more sexual, like doing sex and stuff in recent years, doing that safe and doing that proper, and stuff.
Oh god,
yeah, and that's really good. But the things that you can, if an emergency situation comes up, that you actually can react, that you actually can do something to save someone's life.
I used to teach, obviously, the first aid in England.
Yeah.
And one of the things in England is that you say, right, so this is your thing. So you teach your compressions, your
CPR.
CPR.
Yeah.
Hoiler.
Yeah.
So in England, it's done like this. But here, the survival rate of somebody that collapses if they had a heart attack or stopped breathing here. Well, I'll go back to that in a minute.
Yeah.
If somebody collapses and has respiratory arrest, cardiac arrest, so their heart stops or their breathing stops, the survival rate in Scandinavian countries are so much greater than England. Because,
wow, really?
Because you all are taught HLR
CPR.
in school.
In school, yeah. Damn.
Whereas in England, no one's taught that.
Is anybody here a doctor?
Yeah, exactly. And they don't have courses. Or like you have to have a course to know CPR or HLR.
Yeah,
but you're not taught it.
As long as you do
So
something,
if you drop down dead in Norway,
yeah,
there's somebody that will jump on you and do that. Whether it's a child or an adult, someone will know how to do it. Whereas in England, they'll go, I have literally been on an ambulance, and they go, you get a call, and you get it on the radio and whatever, and they say, there is no CPR or LR being done because no one knows how to do it.
Really?
And you are 8 minutes away.
Rip.
So you are driving there knowing that this person is laying there with nothing happening. And they're pretty much dead.
Yeah.
Whereas here, it's being done.
It's not about... I think that a bunch of people know that HLR might save someone's life, or in some case, but you don't revive a person. It's
not like Baywatch.
No, it's not. You just keep their inner system alive.
1,000,000%.
And then
that is like,
but it's so important, important.
So it's not like Baywatch. I mean, Baywatch is like a.
You need
like something that you just do that, and then they go.
Right.
And then
they're up
spit out, and then they're like, "Oh, thank God."
Yeah,
it doesn't happen.
But thank God you. Oh yeah.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So you're just, but the initial of you doing CPR or LR is
it's a life skill.
Yeah,
it is 100%.
Amazing.
And then
you will keep someone alive. By the time they drop, I've said it a million times. I've done a job where a guy that was like 23 came home from football, super duper fit.
Yeah.
Super duper fit. He got chest pains, and his girlfriend was there, and he came home and he said, "Oh, I just don't feel well from training." He came home from training, so I don't feel well. Collapsed on the floor, had a heart attack, went into cardiac arrest, so his heart had stopped.
Right.
She had just done a first Hjälper course, and she jumped on him, done it. We arrived, we banged him with drugs, again did all this, and got him. He didn't, not like the
Baywatch.
Baywatch thing.
Yeah.
He didn't sit up or whatever, but we got his heartbeat back.
Yeah.
Right.
We took him into hospital, and because of the age, you don't literally every time that you see somebody that go into hospital, that you take to hospital, you don't go and see what's happened to them afterwards. But because of his age, he was 23. We were like, what happened?
That's
to him?
young.
Yeah. So we were like, what happened to him? So we went into the intensive care, go and have a look, and then as we walked into the intensive care, we saw a girl, the girlfriend, surrounded by people, and we were like, "Hey, man, what happened to him? How is he? Ask him." And he was literally stood up, holding his chest, and we were like, "Oh shit!" And it was like because she had done the CPR on him, like the HOLA on him.
Yeah.
First thing, that's why he survived. And he said to us, "I like it. I mean, it was amazing, but you've hurt my chest." Because we broke his ribs.
He's been in the game so long. And then my boss said to me, we talked about this at work the other day, and then it's really hard in the beginning, like the first 30 reps, and then the ribs just crack and it's like squishy.
Oh, it is. Once you start doing CPR, I mean, it's horrible. I mean, sorry, man. But once you start, your ribs on anybody will start to crack. And then once you start doing CPR, it becomes soft. And then it's really easy. And then, when they say, right, this is where you should do CPR on this point of the dummy.
It's like straight in the diaphragma.
Right, between the nipples. Right, literally,
yeah.
Literally. But when you start doing it, it becomes a dent. So you know exactly where you should do it. There is no like a dot. It's like, oh yeah, that's where it is.
Yeah.
It's horrible, but it saves lives.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's an amazing thing to learn. Everybody should learn it. It's amazing.
I learned it in the scout program, like the spider, when I was 11 or 12.
Do you know what I mean?
But I've never, ever used it. Never, ever.
Don't use it. You don't need to use it.
But as I said, that's the dream. That's the dream. To know it.
The dream is to not use it.
To know it, but not have any use for it.
But as a job, you have to use it, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Yeah,
but
you have to use it. But the knowledge to have it is amazing.
Yeah, of course.
Because if you do eventually have to do it, and the point that the job that we do at the minute is
important.
Is important, and yeah, of course. So yeah, yes.
Do you know HLR or CPR?
Everyone with a license in Norway knows it. It's mandatory. If you have a license, you do a
driver's
theory test,
license,
right?
of course.
Really?
Yeah, and you have to know it.
Of course. You learn it when you're 16 or earliest.
So everyone with a license in Norway has been through it once, at least. So it's 30 compressions.
It's the trafikalt grunnkurs. You can do it when you're 15, I think. Or 14. No.
Yeah, it's 15.
15? Okay.
So Felix is here.
Yeah.
By the way.
Cameraman. Done with the workout.
But
straight to the bay.
In England, it's not mandatory. It's just like if you do a course, that's what like one.
Wild.
That's.
But
the job that I was doing,
like the general for doing it in Norway is to reduce hospital costs and death costs, because if everyone in a country knows it, it will reduce the risk of dying or having hospital costs. Cost 100
million.
Yeah, of course, millions.
But can you imagine, like here? So after 6 minutes, you're dead.
Yeah.
So it's
with
around 6 minutes.
with nothing.
With nothing. With no help. it's dead. They did a thing in England where if you just do compressions,
Yeah. And
no breaths.
no breaths. Yeah.
So if you just there was a thing perfect because it literally, as you're doing compressions, you're squeezing the lungs, so a little bit of oxygen is going around, and you're supplying the blood around the body. Perfect. You're doing compressions, and if you do mouth to mouth, then you are getting air into the lungs and surrounding the body.
Yeah.
Perfect. So, but people sometimes, even though they know how to do it, won't do it. Whereas here, I think everybody will just
by instinct.
because by instinct you've done it. Whereas in England, you're taught as a 20-year-old, for example.
Yeah.
Whereas here, you're taught as a child, and it's instinct.
Of course.
And you would do it. And there are some people like in England that will go, I'm not doing it because I don't want to do it. I don't know how to do it.
Damn.
Huh? It's deep, man.
Right.
Do you want to guess how long we've talked now?
Too long.
No, not too long. But do you want to guess?
Hour and 84 minuter.
84 minuter.
84 minutes.
So almost hour and a half.
Yeah.
What do you think?
140.
2 hours and 14 minutes.
Shut the front door.
Really?
2 hours and 14 minutes.
Holy shit. I mean, that's the longest episode so far.
Best one ever.
He's gonna.
Felix has got to fix it. Felix, the fixer.
But-
Is there a...
Yeah, Rive Rolf? Wrecking Ralph. Isn't it Felix the Fixer? Yes, it is. Lol.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Wrecking Ralph. So I've made everything...
Sorry, dude.
No.
What?
Talking too much.
When you when I went to the Wii, when you went to the loo, I don't have a Scooby. When you went to the loo afterwards, he said that if it's one episode you should catch, it's this one, because we've talked about so much. Yeah, but so much shit, so much important stuff, so much life valuable stuff, so much everything. It's like I love having a bit of older people on because they have
People with experience.
People-
That's basically what he's saying.
Thank
Yes.
you, man.
Yes.
my English isn't perfect, so I couldn't regular people.
So your insults are a little bit...
Yeah. Yeah, but people with experience then, because me as I said yesterday, when I was 15, I thought to myself, okay, I'm pretty adult now, I'm pretty grown up, blah, blah, blah. When I was 18, I was like, shut the fuck up, 15-year-old me. I was fucking stupid back then, but now I'm like grown up. 21-year-old me, shut the fuck up, 18-year-old me, get a life, blah, blah. So in 5 years, I'll probably...
Wait till you're my age, man.
Yeah. But as I said, like, people think they're grown up so fast nowadays because I need to do everything, blah blah. But
That's the thing. Maturity just keeps growing and growing. You get more and more and more.
Of course.
mature
Yeah,
by it.
Of
get a little
course.
bit of experience. And you still don't learn, man. You still are 52 years old. I'm still stupid and still.
yeah, but it's nice to have someone with experience / old but have your sights and have your experiences.
Do you
and-
think of me as 52 years old?
No, I don't. I think of you and Doug as
No, forget about Doug. I'm talking about me now. Come on.
I think of you as Doug's age and Doug's at my age. So I think of you as like 30, 32 because you're not as technical advanced as me.
You look like you're in your late
up.
30s.
Yeah, it's good. Do it.
You look young for your age. I'll give you that.
But yeah, but because you're you're semi technical technologically
Do you think?
advanced. You have he has a camera at his doorbell and he can talk through his doorbell.
Yeah, boy. I can do a ring doorbell.
But and then dog is 32 and he tries to be 21.
He can't do a
Nah,
ring doorbell.
but you know what I mean, because my mom, for example, she's turning 59.
Don't say that.
She's turning 50. She's almost fucking 60.
She's beautiful and young.
Yeah, that's not the case.
No,
but
she is.
She's round and
Nope,
old.
we don't need to talk about her
Get it.
age.
But,
Nope.
yeah, but she's
Nope.
getting older now.
Yeah, of course, because you're getting older.
You know, she has a saying.
Okay.
She says,
please don't talk about my age. It's probably
no. She says that about herself. She's 50 fight och färdig. Which means 50, fat and done.
Nah, not having it.
She says so. No. I'm just 50 fight och färdig and that's all that
And
is.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's your mum.
Yeah, I can't say that about my
so
mom.
it's fine.
Okay, but the story is that
Strong woman, strong, independent,
that she is.
Viking woman.
That she is. That is.
Boom.
Maybe a little bit too much, but that's the story for another day. But my point was that
I'm not 52. I'm not really.
no, you're.
I am 28. Really?
Yeah.
I'm just pretending.
Where's
I'm
your hair,
pretending.
man?
This is why the earring. Don't let the earrings fool you. This is why. Look, bracelets, earrings. Oh, come on, man.
And how old were your kids again?
Yeah, well, don't worry about that.
Well, I got a kid while I was 3
when I
years
was-
old. No, but yeah. Do you have anything more to say? Like a shout out? Anything? You
No, I shout out to all of you because I love you. Then shut your face. But all Cool and the Gang. See, I can't even. Do you know who Cool and the Gang are? No, you don't. They're a group. Look it up.
Cool and the Gang. Okay.
Cool and the Gang.
Cool in the Gang. I know who they are.
Do you?
Yes.
Ladies' night and the feelings.
They're a band from what, 80s?
Yes.
Maybe I know.
90s? Oh, come on. They have Celebration, right?
Celebration.
Oh yeah.
Come on!
Dum dum dum. It's the celebration.
Yes.
Celebration time.
Come on.
Dum dum.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love you. I thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're 150% coming
I'll
back on
come
this. Yeah, of course.
If you have me.
Of course.
Of course.
I think
My horse.
don't have a Scooby.
And now, if
Yeah.
you say Scooby-Doo to somebody, that means that you haven't got a clue. I haven't got a Scooby-Doo. That's it. I haven't
But
got
that
a clue.
makes sense.
That does make sense. But you got to use it in the right thing.
All right.
So what are you talking about?
I haven't got a Scooby.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck? I haven't got a
What are you talking
Scooby.
about? I ain't got a Scooby. Ain't as well. You got to say.
I ain't got a Scooby.
Ain't.
I ain't got a Scooby.
Not. You don't have to go northern. Scooby.
Of course you do.
It's got to be London. I ain't got a Scooby.
No. I ain't got a Scooby.
I don't think you understand how much that Scouse accent has taken over here.
I know.
With me and him, we'll talk Scouse to each other.
It's just me and him. It's like cooking a fucking grandiosa in the fucking.
You just
it's like,
got a pizza.
what you
and
got? What you
just
gonna? And then set the scene.
Super duper.
What you gonna do today, lad?
I'm just kicking a pizza for dinner, lads.
But I just came off of work. We're gonna go to the gym, lad.
You forget about that. I'll sit at home, watch TV from the couch, yeah.
Yeah, but the Liverpool game is on in an hour. We're gonna watch him lose to fucking Leeds.
All right, home, mate.
Do you have a kit, mate?
I do. I'm naming Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah, we go around like that.
No, it just keeps going on and going on like that.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning, it doesn't sound 100%
No, it doesn't.
perfect, right?
I would tell you from
Yeah,
now. It doesn't
right.
say
No,
that.
right. But it's gotten better
No,
along
it's
the
better.
way. Yeah,
I
right.
like it.
But yeah,
See, I have to say as well. I don't normally say better. I say better.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Father.
And that's the thing
And
about
it was Father's Day
Yeah.
on Sunday.
Yeah, I
But
know.
I don't say father. Father.
father.
No, the.
Father.
Father. Mother.
Because when I
Mother.
record lyrics for songs and stuff, I think I have really Norwegian accent in my typical
So you
Norwegian.
should.
But so I should like take learnings of you guys. I should sing as
Mother.
guys. When Trent Alexander was my lover,
Lover.
super trooper,
Super Chuba.
dum og deilig, juba.
What's the other thing?
No, that's
What was
Norwegian.
it?
Fuck.
Super Chuba.
Scuba diver.
No, what was it? Scuba.
Scooby Dooby.
Super Chuba. Scuba. I can't remember it. There was
Nope. I don't know. But yeah. Okay.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you with an F.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
It's been lovely.
It's been
Been
lovely,
amazing.
man.
And it's been amazing to be engelsk.
Engelsk, of course. But yeah. See you next week. Then it's gonna be Christmas theme.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Maybe
For you.
Santa's coming on. Have you been a naughty boy this year? But yeah. Any last words?
No.
Okay.
Merry
No.
Christmas. Good. Enjoy your holiday.
Thank you.
Yes.
See you next week. Bye bye.
Cheers.